I'm rolling on the camera.
Do you have like a code or anything for this? Is it just? We'll try and see what it
I can,
All right. That was Psycho Chris Lake, and I am in studio with Glass Arrowhead,
Hello.
and this is my inaugural official interview. So I don't know if that's the right word for inaugural, the right word for it, but this is the first real interview with the hard-hitting questions here. Housework 106.1 FM with special guest Glass Arrowhead. He's my friend and a peer in the DJ scene here in Portsmouth. So, Mr. Glass Arrowhead, how did the Glass Arrowhead name come to be, and what's the meaning behind it?
The funny thing is, I kind of just needed a name. Originally it started out like as a side project. And yeah, I don't know how much I can say on the air, but I was just sitting there one day and I was like, I need a name. I picked a name, and that was it. And but over time, like I used to tell people like, oh, you know, it's transparent and striking and piercing and fragile and beautiful. But the truth is, I just wanted a name and it sounded cool. But over time, I feel like I've kind of tried to embody those other things that I like assigned to it since then. So I guess originally it was just a random name, and now it means something a lot more.
You just liked the sound of it to start, and then it's grown into something more for you. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, what first got you into producing and DJing?
I was playing in like some pop punk bands and stuff, and eventually the band I was in just kind of started to defunk. Like I'm still love all those guys. It wasn't like a band breakup or anything, but I wanted to start to try and like explore other musical outlets, and then the whole kind of dubstep thing happened. And the rest is history.
The dubstep thing happened.
Yeah. Skrillex came out. I really liked, I think he goes by Noise Storm now, but he went by like Eowyn O'Brien back then. Obviously UKF. Just anything, basically that first like bro step, dubstep, like Rusko, Caspa, like that whole wave kind of hit. And that's, I don't know. I haven't looked back.
Yeah,
basically
it's something different.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'd never heard those sounds before, so
Got you hooked. All right. Do you remember your first gig, or the moment that you realized like that you wanted to really DJ and produce seriously?
yeah. So even before I started producing, I wanted to make music seriously, but I never actually wanted to be a DJ. I kind of came up from that like rock or bust like mindset. I don't know. I know it's really silly to say, but I used to be one of those guys that was like, it's not real music if it isn't like rock and roll. But when I was like 12, I said stuff like that. But I don't know. Like I again, that whole dubstep thing happened. I got booked in Cambridge at a brewery called, can I say the name? Can I?
Yeah, you can say that for historical purposes.
Yeah, it was called Aeronaut Brewing Company. I had done like a couple, I think it's still around. I'd done a couple like other little shows, but I was sequencing everything live because I didn't want to be a DJ for whatever reason. And then yeah, I had like an issue where my whole system kind of crashed during the set, and then I was like, I need a better way. So I ultimately ended up going out and buying like a little virtual DJ controller and started DJing like that. And you know, since then I've gotten a lot more serious about like actually DJing. I really enjoy DJing now. I use like Pioneer and, you know, generally now, but
Yeah, so at first you were doing more of like a live production set, would you say? And now that's more of just your DJing music that you produce.
Yeah, because I realized like doing live production, um, it took more out of me to do to like make a live set like than I had time for. Like I wanted to still write music, but when I was playing shows, I was like, I can't do both of these. So DJing was like a good in between.
Yeah, there's a lot on your plate.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
How would you describe your sound?
Well, I have a lot of influences. I don't like to keep myself in a box. I do anything from like, obviously dubstep, UKG, drum and bass, breaks. I even do like some techno stuff. I got really into the whole future bass thing for a while. I actually have something cooking that's kind of more in that vein for a very, I don't want to say too much right now, but it's for a really cool.
I just want to clarify, you're talking about your productions or productions and DJ style?
Production, both, because I really only try and play songs that I would want to play out. I don't know, like it's something that wasn't a good way to put it. I only want to play songs that like inspire me or like that I think match like in vibe or genre or like timbre to like the stuff that I produce. So like whenever I'm playing a show, I really just kind of want to show my own music, obviously, because that's kind of like part of the whole thing. Like I spend so much time making these songs, so I want to share those. But then I just try and put like the sounds or the genres or the artists in my sets that inspire me to make the songs that I make. So, yeah.
So, what's your process when building a track? Do you start with drums or have any particular methodology that you go about?
Lately I've been starting with like a drum loop because I decide like a genre, and then just with all the technical stuff, which I could talk about for days, and I'll save this conversation from that. But yeah, lately I've been doing a drum beat. Sometimes I'll have a melody. Sometimes I'll have like an idea for like a drop or something, or an intro. Really, I'll start anyway, but mostly these days it's just starting with a drum beat, like the rhythm.
Can't go wrong starting out with the rhythm.
So that's the whole point. It's dance music. Gotta have a rhythm.
Are there any signature sounds or samples, textures, anything that you're always trying to sneak into your productions or your live sets?
Every song I've made, probably for the last decade, has this little like shout in it, that's like a hey, but it's like a really reverb out. Like you'll recognize it if you've heard a lot of my songs, but that's in every song. I also use this little like tonal sweep that I made in Massive a very long time ago. So at least like those two things will make it into most tracks. I don't know if there's one track that I've made after I made the Hey sample that doesn't have that. Like a lot of times I'll use it as like a reverse sweep or like a kind of like a build up sweep. Just like atmospheric stuff mostly. Everything else like drums, synths, totally. I'll either build up from the ground up or I'll pull from like a sound design session that I did previously.
So you're really putting in the time to create your own sounds and signature is what I'm hearing here.
Yeah, like when I started, it was like nobody, YouTube tutorials kind of sucked. Like there was nothing out there that really gave you like the sauce. And so you had to go read like forums, meet other people. I literally would DM people on SoundCloud and be like, this one song at this one timestamp, like, how did you do that? Stuff like that. Now you can get like preset packs and stuff, and I will get those and like dissect them a lot. Like there's a lot of songs that or sounds rather, or synth patches that I've made that have been rebuilt off of something from like a pack, or even sometimes if I'm like lazy or if I want something quick, I'll like edit a patch that I've gotten. But most of the time I try and just do it from the ground up,
So
which is not great for workflow. Most people I don't think do that anymore.
I've done a little bit of production in my days here, and it is some tedious work, so hats off to you.
Thank you. I mean, that's why I DJ. It's like, because I like to produce, and I want to share my music with people. So it really, DJing happened after producing 100%. Like, yeah.
Well, it's awesome getting a little insight into the artist and producer Glass Arrowhead here. I want to hop back into mixing for a little bit, and then I've got some more questions here for you, if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool with me.
Awesome, let's get into it.